And what do we have here? The Mebook M6, a much needed next gen release from the P6, released last year. This one features a 300 ppi screen, 3 gigs of RAM on board, SD card, and Android 11. That's the thing that stands out to me the most, is the SD card. Not enough e-paper devices actually have SD cards. Let's crack it open. This is a review sample, so it already is kind of opened for us in a way. So here it looks like that. You get an outer sleeve and you get a box right here. I believe it is slightly corrugated like a piece of cardboard, but more just kind of like two cardstock pieces glued together, and it is looking like. Looks like they're not going completely plasticless. We'll put that off to the side. Just for now, we explore the rest of the box first. We have the user manual. It should come, I believe, in a couple languages. No, it does not, actually. This is just a straight up only... Oh, you do have some... There it is, English. So you get English there as well. You get the data wire, the TF card slot. They call SD cards trans flash a lot of the time over in Asia. USB-C, and don't rest your coffee cups on it. And you get USB-C, that's it. And there should be a QC pass little triangle. No, a lot of Chinese devices have QC pass things. So that is it for the box. Very minimal contents, actually, keeping it nice and simple. And the device itself. You got to get away from these weird low-density polyethylene bags. Whoa, that feels so good. Oh my goodness, everyone. Look at that. A royal purple. That is beautiful. It is a plastic backing, but it looks aluminum almost. And it is a very cookie cutter design at the front, except for this, an asymmetrical, well, I guess you could say ledger in a way if you're holding it this way, although it isn't note taking. So it's just a side bezel to kind of nicen things up a little bit. And that color spills over onto the other side, gives you a little bit of a royal purple look. This whole purple theme they got going on is absolutely amazing. You get a little bit of a lip here. It's not sunken. I mean, outside of the bezel on the very edge, you get a lip, but I kind of like that. It contrasts very well with the rounded back nature of it. Really gives you a good idea of where to kind of hold it and put your thumb. I like that, actually. You have a power button up top, nothing on the two sides, and you have an SD card and a USB. You know what? I don't know if that's a defect, but this thing kind of feels a little bit creaky. That is, of course, not fully indicative of the unit itself and its quality to come, but it does feel like it almost is a removable backing, even though it's not. It could just be an adherence problem, but it bears mentioning because we know that certain production runs of Onyx devices kind of suffered from that. Even some Kindles have the battery problem at the back where there's too much space in between the back cover and the battery, so you get this weird snapping. It almost sounds like an old Nintendo controller when you try to flex it. It is glass and it is flush screen and bezel, but that plastic housing is a little bit of a concern. But these are the things we're going to figure out when we do our review. We're just going to do a mild startup to see what kind of processes it requires us to go through. As you can see, there are tons of languages, 2 pages of approximately 10. Simply click on something and click next. And in Meebook fashion, they give you the display style settings because Meebook has kind of gravitated over towards this very less is more approach, so that you get 3x3, 2x4, 4x5, etc. So they're really kind of leaving it up to you to simplify things and not make things too vanilla Android. And when you look at this unit, it looks very much like just any other Meebook, and that's good because they didn't change the UI too much so that you need an entirely new learning curve to even operate this. It's very simple, it's gridded, you get gallery, you get library, and more importantly, you get Google Play. Meebook is one of the only manufacturers, and there's only a few, only about 4 manufacturers give you Google Play right out of the gates. For now, everybody, this is everything that comes in the box with the brand new, and I'm talking brand spanking new, Mebook M6. This is by Meebook and Howking. They have completely done away with Boyu. Boyu has no more hand in anything that goes on. If you want to stick around to the full review, we'd be very much appreciative of that. Thanks for watching.